Hello, first responders. It's Johanna with Holiday Planet with one of our last FAQs, getting us ready to cruise to Iceland and Norway in just a couple of weeks. Today we'll be talking about the documents packages that are being sent out, woohoo, and the trifold of onboard events that will be inside, and also what to expect on our group shore excursions. Hi, Kelly. So first of all, docs packages are being sent out this week. They're coming by USPS Priority Mail, and you're going to get an email when yours is sent, so you'll be able to kind of track it along and watch it getting closer to you and see when it's going to arrive. If by chance you don't have your package yet by July 11th, please reach out to the office here and one of my assistants will help you with that tracking. We're going to go through today what to expect inside your package. To start with, you'll find a yellow slip on the top, hi Rob, that says please check everything in this documents package thoroughly. We need you to open it up right when you get it and go through everything. It's each client's responsibility to make sure that names are spelled correctly, dates are correct, what you've booked is correct, the perks are what they're supposed to be. Hi Mary, and if you could go through that in detail and make sure everything looks right to you, we have an opportunity now to correct anything that needs attention prior to departure, but that's a lot more difficult once I'm traveling. So we're asking you to go through everything now and see if anything needs attention. One thing you'll find inside here is wristbands for our group that say First Responder Cruise 2025 Iceland and Norway, and they also have the website address of the firstrespondercruise.com website. So you can wear this and you'll see other people wearing it around the ship, and it's a great opportunity to meet people in our group throughout the trip. And even in London, we've met people that we didn't know yet in Miami just walking down the street because they had these wristbands on. So it's kind of fun. Please wear them and enjoy meeting fun, cool, laid-back people in our group that will have that great first responder connection. You can also give these to other first responders who you meet on board. I don't like the vibe of passing out business cards. That seems a little sharky while somebody's on vacation. So just give them your wristband and then I'll give you another one. And the more you come to me and say, I gave it away, I need more, I will be thrilled and you will be my favorite person on the cruise. I am bringing hundreds of these, so I would love them to be all given away to other first responders that you meet while we're traveling. Next in your package, you're going to find our trifold of onboard events. This is not a schedule. You're welcome to cruise in your own time. I've talked about this a little bit before, but this is where to find us if you want to meet up with the group. One thing I want to call out is that everybody who got their documents packages at my house at the barbecue last weekend, something was missing from your trifold. I'm so sorry. A couple of very astute members of our group realized that our theme night, our Land of the Midnight Sun tropical casual night, was missing from that first version of the trifold. These ones have been corrected. There's also an electronic version going out today that has been corrected with that missing theme night, which is going to be July 24th, which is our port day in Akureyri. I don't know, we're going to get a nice lesson here in Norwegian and Icelandic pronunciation. Right now I have no idea how to pronounce most of these ports, but that will be the night that we'll do our Land of the Midnight Sun tropical casual night, and that is now listed in these new versions of the trifold. So if you have the old version, you might want to just go write that in on the 24th. Some other call outs when you're packing: we are having a first responder coin and patch swap, so you want to bring some swag from your department for that fun event. We're also going to have two game nights of left, right, center, where you're going to need to bring 3 $1 bills. That will be US $1 bills. Hi Dave. That you'll need for left, right, center. And if you make the championships and you want to play in the championship round, you can bring 3 $5 bills, and somebody's going to win quite a bit of money from that pot. So left, right, center is a lot of fun. Be sure to bring your US bills for that game. And the most important thing on that trifold is our group photo. So I hope everyone will be there for the group photo the first full day of the cruise, July 18th. Next in your documents package, you're going to find your actual documents holder. And on the right-hand side, you'll see your luggage tags. These get looped around the handles of your bags before you leave the hotel is what I recommend. There's 2 per person. You can open them up and write your names on them if your names don't already appear, if you like. And behind those luggage tags, you'll see a copy of your itinerary. This is the same it's the same itinerary as you've had electronically a dozen times, but we just give you a copy because that's the only place in the whole documents package that you can see all of the trip components that you've booked all in one place. You'll also have a copy of your invoice, which shows how much you paid for all of that. And if you have insurance, you have a copy of your insurance policy. And that could be either with Travel Guard or World Trips, but either way, you're going to have a 24-hour emergency number just in case you need it. Hopefully nobody's going to need the insurance, but it's better to be looking at it than looking for it, right? I'm glad for everyone who has that protection. Okay, in the other side of the documents package, this is where everything starts to be in sequential order, all of the vouchers that you will actually need for the different components of your trip. If you have a Delta Vacations flight and hotel package, that will be first. It says this is not your boarding pass, right? But you have instructions to check in online 24 hours prior to departure. I recommend that everybody does that, even if you're not paying for bags. Like you'll have a free check bag per person if you're flying with Delta. You already have your seats. The seat assignments are all listed here. That's done. But it's still good to register your intent to fly. If by chance your flight is oversold and they need to bump a couple of people off, it's usually the people who checked in last. So doing that online check-in is valuable to register your intent to fly. If you're flying with Delta Vacations and we don't have all of your SkyMiles numbers yet, there may be a note handwritten there that if you'd like to provide us your SkyMiles numbers within 48 hours of your departure, I mean like more than 48 hours prior to your departure, we can add those SkyMiles numbers and you will not only get bonus miles, but bonus MQDs, which helps you earn status faster as well. Next, you're going to have vouchers for any pre-cruise hotels if they're not packaged with your flights. If it was, your pre-cruise hotel may be in here. But if you have any separately booked hotels, you'll have vouchers for those. But you may not even need the voucher. Usually for a hotel, you'll just check in at the front desk with your ID the way that you normally would. You may have, depending on where you're going, things like rail tickets. All of these, like I said, are sequential. Your rail tickets will have a QR code if it's the actual ticket. If it's not, it will have instructions to retrieve the tickets from the kiosk in the rail station. Then once you get to London, if you have our group activities, you're going to see vouchers for those from Venture Ashore. And those have hotel pickup. However, they're picking up from both of our different group hotels. So on the trifold, I've listed the different pickup times at the different hotels. So this is another place that you can go to look for a little bit more information about those London activities and when you need to be ready in the lobby of your hotel. Then a lot of you who are staying at our group hotels have a transfer down to the ship with a sightseeing stop either at Stonehenge or Windsor Castle. Our ship is departing a little bit earlier than it normally would. Instead of leaving at 5 o'clock, it's leaving at 4. So I've gone through everything with the tour company and made sure that they've shortened up that whole day a little bit so that we can get to the ship plenty early. And you have some information in that voucher about what to expect that day, as well as pickup time. And again, because they're picking us up from 2 different hotels, refer to the trifold for the pickup times for each hotel. Next, we arrive at the ship. Yay! I'm super excited about this part. And to get on the ship, of course, all you need is your passport and your medallion. If your medallion's already been shipped to you, then you're going to walk in with the passport and the medallion, and the embarkation time is really quick with that medallion. If you don't have the medallion yet, for example, if you chose to pick it up at the pier, you're going to have this document with you along with your passport, and you'll pick up the medallion at the pier. If you booked things like your flights through Princess, then your flights are also going to be in here. If you booked shore excursions through Princess, your shore excursions are also going to be here. And then your tickets for those Princess shore excursions will be in the stateroom when you arrive. And be sure to look at those tickets closely because they have your meeting times and anything that you need to specifically bring with you. If you have a transfer from the ship back to the airport through Princess, that will also be in here. And you can also look in here about your perks and your perks packages and what's going to be included for you on board, along with a little bit of information about your cabin and the bedding that you can expect in your cabin. During the cruise, if you have your shore excursions booked with Venture Ashore, you'll have these Venture Ashore vouchers again. With the Princess excursions, it's really important that you take your ticket with you. With Venture Ashore, these vouchers are more informational. You don't really need to bring it with you to the shore excursion, but it has really good information about what to bring with you, what to expect. We have meeting times written here, what time to meet me in the piazza, because we're all going to disembark the ship together and walk to the end of the pier. It's usually just outside of the cruise port gate where we're going to be meeting our driver, holding a sign with our first responder group name on it for our group shore excursions. So if you see anything in the voucher that you particularly need to bring, such as a swimsuit the day that we go to the secret lagoon, that will be listed in here. Otherwise, for all of our shore excursions, please bring your photo ID, your medallion, some cash for tipping and shopping, and if it's a Princess shore excursion, your shore excursion ticket. Finally, a few of you that did not get your transfers back to the airport through Princess, if you booked like a private driver, you may have one more voucher that will include information about your pickup there at the pier. And a couple of you have one more hotel night in London prior to flying home, so you'll have a voucher for that too. Phew, that's a lot. I hope that that makes sense when you get your ticket packages and you go through all of that information yourself. For sure, if you have any questions for us, please feel free to comment in the Facebook comments below or reply to the email that goes out with this video. We're glad to answer and make sure that you feel 100% ready to travel. I'll be back with a couple more videos prior to departure, and I'll see you then, everyone. Bye.